good. So obviously this is a dark mass. And then what we're going to do, let's put that down, go back to our fan brush. I'm just going to clean this fan brush. Like so. Just squeeze it between some tissue. Like so. And what we're going to do, we're going to go into some titanium liquid white, some liquid white, get some liquid white and some titanium white and a little bit of blue. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start from here. I'm just going to wiggle this down. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you pick up a little bit of this colour. Okay, a little bit of this colour in it is fine, but the water is going to be coming from say here, like this. We're going to wiggle it down, and it's going to come around like this. Okay, so it's going to come around and down. Now, this is just sort of basic shape to start, and we're going to add a bit more colour on. So I'm just going to wipe the knife, go a bit into a bit more blue, and round here it's just going to come along, around like this. Okay, so it just sort of comes out of here and just splashes in the water. Okay, now if we wiggle this up and down, because we don't really want this nice and straight because there's rocks underneath it. Alright, that's what we're looking for. But over the top of this I do want to add a little bit more white so it looks a bit more realistic. Now down here I will clean my brush so it's got no paint on it, and all I'm going to do is just do this with it. I'm just going to take this out a little bit here, just scrubbing it backwards and forwards, so on. Okay, so around there, pull a little bit of this colour out of here for a minute, and then I'm going to redefine the water and then make some splashes. So I'm going to come back into my blue round here, so it's going to come round there like so, like that. Okay, and then a little tiny bit I'm just going to push up very lightly just around here, and here I'm just going to very lightly push this out so it looks like it's rippling up and creating an effect around there. Okay, so I've just basic ripple up over there. I'm going to put some more earth down here that's going to hold it in, obviously. I'm just going to put a little bit more white on top of here in a few places, so just so you can get the idea that this is water. Like so. Like I said, we're just going to tap a few little ripples of where it's falling into water. So now I'm going to come this side, get my Van Dyke Brown, and I'm going to enclose it in. Again, I'll go right around the back here. We're just trying to fill up this colour. I'm going to put something over there so you can't see where this starts. Move this over. So it's going to come round here, and this is going to come round and down, like so. Just get some more colour. I'm going to basically, let me just move this. Basically, I'm just going to take this right down to here. You can put this on with a roller if you wanted to, it doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to get some dark on the canvas now. I'm just going to spread this down. Some dark colour, give it brown. Let's get a bit more Van Dyke brown. Bear with me. More Van Dyke brown, and I'm just literally just putting it on. What I'm doing, I'm putting it one way, I'm putting it a different way, so it will look a bit as if it's sort of rocky, hilly type surface. But obviously, I'm going to put colour on top of this. Take it up from the bottom here, fill this up. And when you're happy with the overall shape, because we're just enclosing this water, that's all we're trying to do, just enclose the water there. Okay, we're going to tap some foliage over this, and we're going to put a water line in there, which is going to help that. We just need to cover this up, just so you can see the water coming down there. And again, this we don't worry too much. Now I'm going to highlight this, and use it to highlight. We're going to use Van Dyke brown, and pull some Van Dyke brown down, dark sienna on top, and some white. So they become a sort of marbly effect. So if I just show you on a knife, hopefully you can see it's a marble effect. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to bounce it on top of this colour. So we're going to come here, I'm literally just going to bounce it on top. So basically it's taking the colour here and there where it needs it. So literally I'm just bouncing some of this colour down here. Okay, bounce, bounce. Lovely. Then I've cleaned my knife, then I'll go back into it again, and I'll do the same here. I'm just literally just going to touch and let this bounce across wherever it needs to be. Bounce. So for those of you who say you've got shaky hands and wobbly hands, this will be an advantage for you. Because basically this can be bouncy and you can have shaky hands. That's what matters. But the main thing is we're just sort of getting the colour on there and adding a little bit of highlight very lightly here and there. Again, I'm not too worried about this part because I'm going to put colour on top of it, so the main thing was up there. So I'm just going to clean my knife. Now I'm going to put a water line around there just to tidy this up a little bit, and again I'm going to use liquid white and a little bit of blue, and I'm going to get a roll on my knife, and I'm just going to take it right out and around here. So I'm going to take it from here, I'm just going to zigzag this, I'm just going to take it right around there, okay, around that part around there, so you can just see it's water. Oh, you can see that, that's good. So just water. Now I've lost a bit of me water splash down there, so I'll go into some titanium white and just really find where it comes around like this and just splash that in like so, so you can just see this. I don't like that bit, so I'll just take that bit out. I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of water line just in there. That's okay. Okay, you can keep playing, as you know, for ages and ages. So what I'm going to do now is I think we're going to go mad, and I'm going to put a tree in there, a big tree. Big tree. So I'm going to use black and Van Dyke brown. I'm going to load up my knife, and let me see now, right across there. So from there I'm going to come down like so, create a big tree. So I just use my knife and I started thin, just sort of come down thin, and then as I come down I just pushed harder and it will become fatter and will come further down. Now if you are not quite happy using a knife, some people are not, you know, quite happy to do that with a knife, you get a filbert brush. We can go into the same dark colour, the black and the brown, and just very lightly at the top, start from there, and as you come down obviously it's going to become wider down to here. Okay, I'll pick up some more colour. So I'll put a nice bit of dark on one of the sides, which I'll do this back side here, back edge. Okay, so I've got dark on this side, then I'm going to go to the sienna on this side. I'll put a bit of that around that side. So it's nice to put in a few different colours on here, and then I'll use the mixture of dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, a little bit of white, and I'll just put a few little pieces in here, some light bits, catching the light here and there, like so. Needs to be dark down the base here, really dark. His little foots, puts his foots down. Obviously I'm going to put some grass and things around it. That's it. So from here I'm just going to add a few branches. Again, you could do it with a filbert brush, fan brush, but I like to use a liner brush, and we're going to again make sure it's like Indian ink consistency. Okay, we're going to a bit of black and brown, but mainly black, and we'll do a few coming out from here, a few branches, again wiggle them about and coming off, make sure it's thin enough, and I had a few little pieces coming off of here. Some more thinners, the black and the brown. Now what a lot of people do, they tend to just come from one side and the other side of the trees. So a good way to practice doing it is start and press up in the middle and then come out from the side, and that creates a completely different perspective on the tree, because it's actually coming from this way. So when people actually look at your picture, it makes it look much more realistic than just coming straight off from the side like this. Okay. So a little tip for you there, just come off all different areas. And the other thing that makes it, or can make it look realistic, is if you pull a branch coming out from here, okay, and then you can have another branch that came back and went over. Okay, so it comes back over the original one, so it comes back, and again it just creates more realism. Okay. Now I think what we do, we'll get a bit of colour in there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe my fan brush, and I'll show you why. Because you've probably got yours on like I have, we just sort of plastered the colour on there. What I want to do is I'm just going to pull the colour. I've pulled everything out there, and literally I'm just very lightly, I'm just going to pull this colour like so. Just going to drag it like that. Get rid of those harsh lines that I had from my knife. Okay, so just literally just very lightly just around there, because then I'm going to get my grass and bits and pieces on the top. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 2-inch brush. I'm going to go into a little bit of titanium white. I'm going to get some yellow ochre to start with. Pour some yellow ochre down and a little bit of green, and I'm just going to tap down. Now you do want quite a bit of paint on the brush, so it sort of becomes sort of like chisel edge, so I put it one way the other way, and I'm just going to tap on this top edge here. Just on this top edge here, just to get a little bit of colour on this top edge here, just to sort of blend it in with there. And then I'm going to go back into material, and again I'm just topping this very lightly, this top edge, okay, because I just want to get a little bit of colour on there. Go down so it blends in, so it takes away the harshness of that earth, you know, where it meets the land, but it's a slightly different colour, so it creates another plane. But this is a lighter colour than the dark. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on doing that. I'm going to carry this down in a minute, because I'm not happy with that area. So what I think I'll do that now is that I want to create this bush further down. So I'm going to go into the dark, the black and the dark, and a little bit of the red. And I'm just going to continue this a bit further down here, like so. Just take this up a bit higher. I'm just going to take it down to there. So I'm going to go into some dark, just to darken this off a little bit more, and so on. And then my liner brush, I will add a few, bring these back, you know, these down. More, and then I'll go back into some yellow ochre, and we'll add a bit of colour around the base, and so on. A little bit of cad yellow, just to create a little bit of foliage around there, because I wasn't happy with all this dark here, so it just adds a little bit more, so it just adds like a nice dark bush. Okay, so back with my 2-inch brush again. I'm going to pull out some titanium white. I'm going to go into a little bit of green and a little bit of cad yellow, and I'm going to tap down, and again I'm just going to touch the canvas now very lightly, just coming down like this. So I'm following the lay of the land. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I just want to follow the lay of the land, and so on like that. So I'm just following the lay of the land. Go back into the colour, and just move my brushes. So I want to tidy up down here, and all I'm doing is I'm literally just touching. Just tapping very lightly just down here, and then I'm going to come follow that round. So I'm going to get some more colour, give it a tap, and very lightly on the tip of the brush I'm just going to tap round here, pull this down. So it gives you the illusion that the bank drops down here, as that's what I'm looking for. And I will just go down it, and then I will go this way. Okay, and I'm going to add a few other colours in there as well. But what I do is just on this top edge, I'm just going to pull some colour on its own and just touch very lightly, just this outer edge here, down here, just where a little bit of light might catch. Okay, in there. Again, then maybe a little bit of light just catch there. Then I'm going to go into some yellow ochre. I'll tap some yellow ochre, and again we can add some different colours of yellow ochre. Now you've got to be careful you don't put too much, otherwise it will become muddy pie. But I want this nice and dark. That's how I want it. I'm just going to really find this a bit more. I'm going to get a little bit dark, and I'm just going to use my liner brush. I'm just going to pull this down. I'm just going to have a few little lines in this. Lines there, and then I will just tap the base. We'll get a little bit of red as well, just to add a few little different bits of colour in there. I think that'll work. Okay, so that stands out now. We'll just tap a little bit over there. Any little bits obviously you can just touch up that you're not happy with. Over here I might add a little bit of grass area. I can just get my fan brush very lightly and just press up and just put a little bit of that down there, as if it's going over the bank into the water a little bit. Okay, so that's done. Right, now I'm going to add again we're going to add a few bits of colour in the tree. I'm just going to wipe my 2-inch brush. So and I'm going to go into the green and just tap down. I'm just literally going to tap some dark green, get some green out. Okay, so perhaps a little bit of red in with it as well, with the green. And the red will just sort of dull it a bit more. I'm just tapping down. I'm just literally just want to get some green mass, some darker green over here. I'll take this a bit more over there. So you get different planes and different colours coming through. So we've got this light, dark green, dark greens, and so on. So with that said, I think we can call that a finished painting. I hope you've enjoyed painting along with me, and I hope it's something that you'll have a go at. Don't forget to put your signature. Put my signature in there. And please like and subscribe if you want to see more of these pictures. So I'll put my name there, Mark Terrell. from Paint with Mark. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed painting this picture. If not, please have a go. It's quite an easy picture to do. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below. Please give it a like and subscribe if you're not to the channel. Share to anyone that you think would like to enjoy having a go at painting this picture. So thanks again, it's Mark Terrell from Paint with Mark signing off.